Welcome back to another video, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Super stoked to have you. All right, so in this video, what we're going to be doing is we're actually going to be doing a budget aquarium fishing challenge thing, right? I don't have an exact budget dollar amount set yet. Really what I'm shooting for is maybe like $50 to $80, somewhere in that range. But, you know, obviously you guys can probably, already tell by the thumbnail and the title, we're going to be catching our fish. So what I'd like to do is I want to go get a small fish tank. I don't want to do nothing crazy. It's the first fish tank that I've had in a long time. I actually, when I was younger, I did the albino frogs. And I had one that was massive. His name was Mr. Miyagi. He was super cool. But I had a couple of those, and we had fish tanks growing up. So I'm not a complete rook to fish tanks, but I haven't used one in a long time. Haven't had one in a long time. So I kind of want to just get my feet wet with the small, maybe 5-10 gallon tank, or whatever I can get that kind of fits in the budget. And I also want to do live plants. I know in the past I've always done fake plants, but I've just been doing a little bit of research, and it seems like live plants are definitely the way to go, just for longevity of the tank and keeping it clean and, keeping your fish healthy, right? But kind of what the plan is, I want to go in here, I'm going to find me a tank. We're going to go to PetSmart, we're going to get some plants, and then we're going to get out on the water and we're going to do some micro fishing. I'm going to get a small tank, so I want to catch some small fish, but so what I'm thinking is we can probably catch some like green sunfish, or maybe some different types of minnows, just some small species that, I think would look good and in the tank. I love green sunfish. They're one of my favorite panfish to catch, just mainly with the way they look, but also they're awesome, right? So yeah, so like I said, we're gonna try to catch some little micro species on the Tanago setup, and we're going to put them in the tank, and hopefully they do good. I know that people keep sunfish all the time. I've done some research on it, and yeah, I just think that doing like a natural, kind of like what I'm envisioning is, obviously like the plants I'm putting in the tank aren't going to be very natural, because I don't know how well, like if I went and got plants out of the creek, how well they would grow, plus like extra bacteria and all that. So the plants probably aren't going to be natural, but kind of what I'd like to do is set up a very natural habitat for these fish. We're going to do some like sand and gravel substrate, and some wood, lots of rocks, just really trying to set up like a very natural habitat for the fish. I think it'll look good, and it'll also probably be good for the fish. So yeah, like I said, I'm at my favorite store now. We're over here at Wally World, Walmart. So I'm going to get in here, see what we can find, and we'll get to it. All right, y'all, we got the fish tank in the bag. It's in the back seat. It actually ended up being $35 plus a little bit of tax. And then I spent $2 on a little aquarium thermometer, just so I can make sure that, the water's not getting too hot or too cold, especially coming into the winter. I'm not sure exactly where I'm going to put it yet. I haven't decided if I'm putting it in the basement or if I'm putting it upstairs in our office. Honestly, not 100% sure yet. So I'm going to go ahead and head over to PetSmart so we can get some plants and some gravel substrate. And anything else that we need, like I said. But right now, we're on track to stay well within our budget, so feeling pretty good about that. So let's go over to PetSmart and we'll get to it. All right, so I'm definitely gonna get some of this aquarium gravel. I might need to grab another bag of this, but I'm gonna be getting some of this, and then I'm trying to decide which plants to get. They didn't have, I really wanted to get some Java fern, which they don't have right now. Just after doing some research, but I think I'm gonna get some of this Anubias. So definitely gonna get one of these, and then I'm really tempted to get this Amazon sword right here. Only thing is it's probably gonna push us up over our budget, so I don't really know. These white ribbons are pretty cool too, but then again, they're not that much cheaper, so I don't know. Just trying to decide what I should do here. They've got some of this dwarf hair grass that might look pretty cool. So I think I'm gonna get this right here. It's they have to grow from scratch, but that's okay. And it's a water lily, a water onion, and 2 of those things. and it's only $5.79. So I'm gonna get that. All right, yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna send it. We're gonna get the Amazon sword, big plant, give them some cover, and then we're gonna get these little things to grow. We're gonna get that, and we're also gonna grab a small thing. So this might push our budget up a little bit, but that's okay. It's gonna look cool. All right, guys, we've secured everything we need to set up this aquarium. At least I think I do. Obviously, I'm not a pro at setting aquariums up, but I ended up picking up this. As you guys saw, I got the 10-gallon starter kit. Comes with the filter, the LED lights, and all that. So I don't know if I got enough gravel, but I ended up grabbing 15 pounds of gravel. I got me a little thermometer at Walmart, and then I got 3 different live plants. I don't know, I thought this one looked pretty cool. Like I said, I've never actually kept live plants, and I'm not 100% sure what I'm doing, but I don't know, it looks pretty cool. So I think that'll look nice, and it'll give them some cover. And then we've got the Amazon sword. Very nice looking plant. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go down to the creek, and we're gonna collect some rocks, some natural structure, to kind of create some structure in the tank. And then before we put that in there, we're gonna have to sanitize all of that. Any, driftwood that we find and any rocks, we're gonna have to sanitize them. And I'll quickly show you guys how to do that. I've done quite a bit of research on it, and I think I know the right way to do it. Seems pretty easy. And then we're gonna get down to the water, and we're gonna try to catch some fish. So either way, pretty excited to be putting this up. I am down in my basement right now, so I'm gonna be setting it up down here for the time being until I find a better place for it. All right, guys, there we go. Check it out. We've got it set up. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the light on for you real quick. Got it filled with water, got the pump running. We got our Amazon sword planted right there. We've got the other one that I forgot the name of already planted right there. And then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bulbs planted in there. So what I'm gonna do is probably let this sit for a couple days at least, maybe even a week, and just really let it run, kind of let the plants get acclimated. And then I'm gonna go hit the creek in the next day or so, and I'll take you guys along with me to collect some hardscape for it, some rocks. I'll kind of want to build like a little bit of a structure, maybe like in this corner back here. I just really want something for the fish to be able to hide in and not be stressed because they feel like they have no cover, or nothing to kind of camouflage themselves in. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. But got some stuff floating around in there from the plants, but otherwise, yeah, it's gonna be pretty sick. All right, guys, we're out here at one of my favorite little creeks that's close to the house, and I'm gonna be out here searching for some rocks and maybe some driftwood. This creek is really cool because every time it rains, it floods over this entire section, all the way from here, all the way around, and meets back on the creek on the other side. So there's a little waterfall over there, right there, that the main channel of water goes through. But when it's flooded, it washes through here. So as you can see, we've got a lot of rocks through here. We've got river rock, we've got washed up wood. There's a nice little piece right there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go through here, and what I'm thinking is I wanna find like a good flat piece to kind of prop up on the edge, or maybe prop it on the filter or something. I don't really know, but I'm kind of looking for like a flat piece, or maybe prop it up on another rock even, to just make something for fish to go under. Right? And then I want to find some smaller rocks, and then obviously I want to find a piece of wood. That way eventually I can attach some, some aquatic vegetation to it. But yeah, look how wicked this tree looks. It's full of spider webs, and I was standing right under it. Oh my God. And they're all like full of little caterpillars and stuff. That's crazy. Woo! It is hot today, man. Woo-wee. Well, sorry I didn't get, much footage from down there at the creek. I ended up tossing a rod there for a little bit. Caught me a nice little, I don't know, probably 12-inch smallmouth. I'll throw a picture of it on the screen here. And after that, I found a couple rocks. I got me a nice big flat rock, which I'll show you guys obviously back at the house. Well, really 2 flat rocks. And then I got one little stick. There was hardly any driftwood there. But I grabbed this stick. So what I'll probably do is whack it in half and use that for now. And then I got a couple small rocks, nothing crazy. But really what messed my footage up was, dude, there was like probably 10 people that came down there, which is crazy to me because this creek has like it's really hard to get down. Like, and there was like several dudes and a couple ladies and some kids. Like, they were just all over the place in the snake infested creek. So I don't know. I know it's a pretty heavily pressured fishing spot, so that's probably, they all had rods and stuff. They were going down there to fish. But yeah, I'm gonna head back to the house now. We're gonna get these rocks washed up and get them put in the tank. But like I said, again, we're gonna let the tank sit for a few days before we go out and catch any fish. All right, Joe, I've got it kind of set up. I'm not like a professional aquarium builder or anything, but this is kind of what I've got set up here. I've got like a little rock structure built right here in front of the filter. The sticks, I didn't realize they would actually be trying to float, so at least that taller one does. This one sinks, but regardless, I've got the bigger stick propped up behind that little rock back there, and then I've got that one just kind of shoved in the gravel under it. Just I don't know, just a little something something. And then I've got my Anubias, I think this is, and then I've got my Amazon sword, and then I've got the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bulbs actually in here. So yeah, I'm gonna let this run for a few days, and then we're gonna get out on the water and try to catch us some fish. What's going on, guys? We're out here on the water, here at a spot I've actually done some kayak fishing before, and I've just got my little ultralight set up and a bucket. I do have a bubbler, and I'm gonna be fishing, just trying to catch something for the tank. All right, y'all. I've just got a super simple float set up here. I think this is a size 12, maybe size 14, something like that. It's actually a Snell, and then I got a Tanago weight on there just to give it a little bit of something to pull it down. And we're gonna be fishing with the famous gulp maggots. They're disgusting, but they catch fish. So, oh dang, he popped off. I had one. We still got bait. All right. Sorry if my voice is a little choppy, y'all. I freaking just killed a spicy chicken sandwich from Chick-fil-A, and yeah. I think that's all I need to say. Got him. Okay, alright. That's a decent one. Oh no, he would swallow the freaking hook. I don't know, what do you guys think? Pretty much just your classic bluegill. I think we're gonna let him go, because I really wanted a more colored up sunfish, so we're gonna go ahead and give him a release. It's his lucky day. What do we got here? That's more like what I'm looking for right there. Of course, he freaking choked the thing too. Very, very cool looking fish. Oh, no. Wow. Oh, wow. That's a he's a little bit too big, ain't he? Wow. That's a big one. It's not every day that you're complaining about catching, well, I'm not complaining, I guess, but it's not every day that you say a fish is too big. Nice little bluegill. Thanks for biting, buddy. If I can catch me one more clean, like little sunfish or bass or something along those lines, just of similar size so they're not fighting too bad or at all, then that would be perfect. There we go. Oh my goodness, look how small this little guy is. That's too funny. He is tiny. What the frick? Dude, that, I don't even know if y'all caught that. I don't know if the camera caught that or not. It might have been angled up too high. I just seen this bass literally just ate my freaking bobber. What the hell? Oh my God. All right, so I let them acclimate for about 20 minutes and I've got them in there now. 3 of them are hiding back here. So I think that's the gill. And then there's the 2 of the sunfish back there hiding. And then I think you can see him a little better here. And then we got this little guy just chilling over here. Obviously they're super freaked out. I just pulled them from their natural habitat and they're in here. So not surprised that, you know, they're just hanging out and acting weird. Hopefully they all survive. But either way, I'm super happy with how this thing turned out. And, you know, I think my total all-in cost was somewhere around, I don't know, maybe $90. It was a little bit more than what I expected, just because of the plants. But really, you could get away with doing this for, I mean, 60 bucks, because I spent probably less than that even. This is totally like a budget-friendly setup here. This is just a 10-gallon tank. This was $37. And then I got the rocks and the sticks for free. Obviously, you guys want to make sure that you sterilize those by boiling them in water. But where I spent a little bit more money was the live plants. I wanted to do live plants. They're better for the aquarium from the research that I've done. So I wanted to go with those, and those cost me a little bit more money. And I bought the gravel at PetSmart, which I probably shouldn't have because it was a little bit more expensive there than it was at Walmart. But I think you could totally get in on a setup like this for about 60 bucks. And also, don't forget to subscribe. I got videos coming out every single Sunday, mainly fishing content, but we'll be doing some one-off stuff like this. And I had a lot of fun doing this. I might even, don't tell my wife, but I might do some more aquariums. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, make sure you give me a big thumbs up. And also, don't forget to smash the subscribe button. I've got videos coming out every single Sunday, and you're not going to want to miss them. So hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell if you want to do that. And I look forward to seeing y'all in the next video. Peace. All right, y'all, it's been a few days, so I figured we would give a little update on the tank. I did end up adding a bubbler back there. I was just a little bit worried about how much oxygen was in the tank, so I went ahead and added that back there. I'm gonna clean it up and make the hose and stuff look a little bit nicer, but I gotta get some longer tubing. The store was actually out of tubing whenever I got the pump, so I'm just using some tubing from my little bubble box, actually. But we're actually down a man. One of them jumped out of the tank. So like literally the only hole is that and that. And one of them jumped out and ended up halfway across my basement overnight. So I didn't get to see him, but here they are right here. They're all kind of hanging out, but they're doing good. They're just not eating. So, you know, I'm assuming they're probably just still kind of getting used to being in here.